Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is a collaboration with Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube and Stampin' Cat on Instagram, and the links will be in the description below. We are trying to bring back Basic Gray. So the collaboration is called Bringing Back Basic Gray. Basic Gray does fabric now, not paper. So years ago they used to do paper, and we have it in our stash, and it was pretty unusual at the time. So I don't know, I kind of got obsessed with it and hung on to it. So it's time to pull it out. This was a collection that, if memory serves me, I think I made a journal out of this. And I think I used a lot of this stripe in it. And of course I don't have any of the blue left. But the collection, this one was called Recess. So it has some ephemera and papers that are sort of schoolish. So what I thought I would do, this is crazy, is get a start on the giant batch of school cards that I do in the spring. Last year I started in April and I barely got done in time. So I'm going to start in April again and be diligent. Other years I've started in May and it's been totally stressful. I need about 80. I think I say 65, but really I need at least 80 cards. It's probably more than that. What I did for these was this morning, literally this is Friday night. You're going to see this video on Saturday. This morning I got up and I was taking apart the ephemera. It was a 12 by 12 sheet, you know, the punch out kind. And then I started chopping up some paper, and then that was it. I had to go to work. And then I came home and I've made 6 cards this evening. And they're varying levels of cute. I haven't glued any of them to the card base because I usually do customized card bases for those cards. Like last year, I think it said thank you right here or something. And then on the inside, I had a sentiment. So I'll leave them just like this and not put any enamel dots or anything, so they store really well for months. But I like this one. It has a chair and an A+ for ephemera, and then I had a scrap where I stamped head of the class, and then I've layered black paper. And I did ink the edges of the ephemera because the colors are very similar on the paper I have left. In the collection, there would have been like a bold red and some green and some blue, but I don't have any of those left. There's one. I like this one. This is a layer of one of those scraps, so I could make this pop. 6 by 6 equals 36, and it's a Scantron sheet. And I didn't want them all to say head of the class, but the ephemera that I have is mostly white. So I might look through my stamps a little more or add a sentiment later. I might just add a thank you, because a lot of them I do thank you. This one says head of the class. This came apart, but I kind of liked it with the white on this one. I don't know why. Maybe I'll put it on a white card base. Usually I do all of these cards very similar, so I can do a giant assembly line. It'll be tricky because some of them I'm going to want on a cream card base and some on white. And this one, the head of the class, is just tucked behind there a little bit. Pair of scissors and head of the class and a check mark. Tell me it looks like a check mark. I don't know if it does. And I inked the edges of everything to make it pop. Okay, this one, there's a microscope and a test tube. And then there was a frog. Yeah, a frog is cute, but a frog with these, I don't know. What do you think? Space-wise, it's great, right? I could ink the edges and it would pop. But if you are in high school in the US, that frog is getting chopped up. So I don't know. Maybe that's not a cute thing to put on the front of the card. You guys tell me. So I just put the microscope, the test tube, and then I layered up head of the class. And then this one, this morning, I put glossy accents on the headlights, and it had windows. They were all white pop-outs, kind of like this piece. They just looked weird, so I took them out. I don't know, maybe it looks weirder now. I think if I can't live with it later, I could put a sentiment right there, like on an oval die or something. I experimented. This one's a little small. I don't know. So the windows are strange, but I do like the headlights. Those are fun. And again, I inked all around the edge, so I don't know if you can see the dimension. I realized I could use a ton of foam mount on these cards too, because I don't mail them. I do run them through our work postal though, so I mean, I don't want to go like crazy and make people have a hard day delivering them. So those are my 6 cards. I am not sure how much farther I'm going to go into this collection, but I do like some of this that still has some nice contrast. I'll probably use that. I'm impressed because it's February and I have 6 of these cards ready to go. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out Kathy and Beth, and keep in mind, you don't need a lot of time to craft. It's 7:23 p.m. here, so I don't know, maybe I probably worked on these cards for 3 hours. I had a great time. Popping out the ephemera took me forever, so I should have done that TV watching some night, but just jump in there and have some fun. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.